Sand can easily flow as in an hourglass. It can be very easily heated, requiring only 1/5 of the energy to heat compared to water. This heat is also given up easily. Cold sand comes from a reservoir, lifted to a heat exchange tower, and is percolated through electrically heated furnaces, absorbing enough heat to reach 600 degrees or more, depending on the quantity of electricity available at the time. Heat control is achieved by regulating sand flow. This is then stored until required. When needed, this heated sand is elevated to a heat exchange tower where it passes around channels of steam pipes. The relatively cool steam at 100 degrees Celsius comes in the bottom of the tower and is superheated by the sand, reaching about 600 degrees by the time it is discharged at the top. The steam is then at a supercritical state, ideal for generators. Heat control is achieved by regulating sand flow. At the turbines, the ideal temperature is about 550 degrees Celsius. The sand, depleted of heat, is returned to the cold reservoir where it remains at about 100 degrees Celsius. Regulating the flow of sand, electricity and steam will establish control. This system requires very few moving parts. No mechanical or electrical systems need to be created, and should cost a tiny fraction of batteries or hydropower. It can be easily positioned at an existing power station using its turbines as well as its cooling systems. It occupies an area of 100 metres by 100 metres, 1 hectare, and 20 metres deep, buried at a depth sufficient for total insulation under a cover of sand. Sand at 600 degrees Celsius in an area of 1 hectare and 20 metres deep can hold renewable energy the equivalent of 4,500 tonnes of coal or 10,000 megawatt hours. At 40 metres deep, the equivalent of 9,000 tonnes of coal. By comparison, the Tesla battery in South Australia has a capacity of 129 megawatt hours, and the King Island battery 1.5 megawatt hours. All the surplus power production from wind, tide and solar can be stored in the sand, providing reliable, clean, renewable energy.